the show is anymore. I can't keep forgetting. Okay, Redneck Chef. We're going to be making meatloaf. We already have a little over 2.5 pounds of meat. Oftentimes recipes will call for 1 pound. We have more people here, or at least people with bigger appetites, so we have to increase the recipe. We have about half a cup of carrots and a cup and a half cups of onions.
Are they the carrots you used to bait the rabbits?
This isn't ground rabbit meat this time. We're doing that next time because someone here is a little bit skittish, afraid that they're going to get that rabbit fever.
That's fish flu.
Okay, so right now we have the meat in here. We're going to be adding some cottage cheese.
Did that come off of the other cheese?
No, we did not do scrapings this time. That worked last time, but that's because it was starting to slime and I didn't know any better. I didn't know slimy cheese was not supposed to be slimy. Okay, we've got the cottage cheese in there. We have 3 eggs here that have been scrambled, well, lightly beaten. And we also have our ketchup, not our catsup. We're going to have about about that much. Should be about half a cup or so. Adding some mustard. Condiments rarely go bad, so we're going to add a little over a teaspoon. Yeah, I don't call that a condiment. That's also because it was left out in the sun, and that's just not a good thing.
I told y'all to feed the outdoor cats.
So that's why it was open, and we found dead bats. We're also going to be adding about that much pepper. Should be about 2 teaspoons. And we're not adding salt because we don't have any salt. No wait, seasoned salt. We'll use this. We'll do about a teaspoon. And I did wash my hands. I'm going to wash them again with soap this time.
Soap for kids.
Yeah. But this way you won't, taste the cows or the goats I've been milking. Okay, so you just work this all in with your hands. If you have a mixer that'll actually work this out, go for it. But working it with your hands is fine. Okay.
You just want to squeeze it.
Yeah, I like squeezing cows one way or the other. I guess that's the milking part of me that I'm still used to. Okay. Well, you know those cows like it, or otherwise they wouldn't come back.
That wasn't a cow, that was my aunt.
She's a cow to me, and I didn't squeeze her. That was someone else in this room. Although I guess they could have confused her for a cow anyways. She always... What's that weird sound? She like, it sounds like a cow in pain or in labor or something, and I just freaks me out.
Well, a whole calf did come out of her. I don't know where that came from.
I don't know if that was a kid. That was her kid. That was her 3rd kid. It was a calf. Okay. We've got our meat here, our meat slurry mix. And as you can see, we don't really have a pan. Just because we don't have a loaf pan, and this doesn't really fit in the cake pan. So we're going to be making a makeshift pan out of aluminum foil. Just going to form this a little bit. Okay. And wash my hands again. You noticed how you get less sick when you eat my food than when you eat somebody else's food?
You said that was nutrients.
That was fungus. I don't know what kind of fungus, but it wasn't healthy.
It went down smooth.
And then it came back up just as smooth. That was weird. It tasted just as good coming up as it did going down, or just as bad. I'm not sure which. So, we got our tin foil here. We're going to put it into place. This is more or less a trap for the grease. And everyone knows the grease is part of the best part of the meat. In a nice loafish shape, we're going to add a little more ketchup on top, or glaze.
Well, it's always good with meat. It's also good when you actually take it out.
Okay, there we go. And we're just going to put this in the oven for about an hour and a half. So, other than that, we're doing mashed potatoes. Okay. It's been the hour and a half, a little more. I've added a little more ketchup to the top. Yeah, that's the magic of YouTube. Minutes go by hours, hours and seconds, and everything else in no time. So, this is the meatloaf. I actually expanded the outside a little bit while it was cooking, so the juices would drain more into the bag. The mashed potatoes, standard setup, cube of butter, and some garlic salt for a little zing. And we're going to have something else, but it's not important to the show, so this is it, and that's it. The end of the show.